This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. The Complete History of Wrestlemania, Volume 1, 1985-1998, by CJ Scholes. The Showcase of the Immortals. So much has been written about WrestleMania over the course of its 38-year history that it's almost impossible to say anything original about its impact on the weird and wonderful world of professional wrestling. Whether you've been captivated by the drama of Sami Zayn and the Bloodline, enthralled by the matches produced by AEW, or even if you enjoy whatever it is Impact Wrestling are doing these days, almost all of what we fans know and love about wrestling today owes much to an event which began life in Madison Square Garden in the early 80s and is now one of the biggest entertainment spectacles in the world. Mania's impact goes even deeper than that. Transcending pro wrestling, the granddaddy of them all has made a lasting mark on popular culture in a way that no other in the industry ever had before or ever will again. Still, as successful as Vince McMahon's biggest creation has become over the past nigh on 4 decades, it hasn't always delivered in the ring. Even without viewing them through the lens of modern wrestling, where high spots and 20-plus-minute epics are the norms, the matches from early WrestleManias were not exactly of the highest caliber. In fact, as you're about to read, one such event features the single worst match this longtime fan has ever seen. Join me then, as we relive every match, angle and interview from the first 14 years of WrestleMania, charting its rise from the early days of awkward Alfred Hayes segments and tedious matches, to the excitement and drama that came with the dawning of the Attitude Era, all the while watching WWE's flagship event morph into the global phenomenon we know today. CJ Scholes. WrestleMania I. Madison Square Garden, New York City. March 31, 1985. Attendance, 19,121. If somebody put a gun to your head and ordered you to name the most important pro wrestling event of all time, well, that would probably be a little over the top, wouldn't it? Still, if you did meet such a maniac, you could at least tell them with some certainty that such an honor can only go to the first ever World Wrestling Federation spectacular, WrestleMania I. Indeed, no other event changed the game quite like Vince McMahon's inaugural star-studded spectacular. Taking place bang in the middle of the 1980s, this was the event that created a legend that is still going strong over 30 years later. This was also the event that ushered in a new era of professional wrestling, turning our beloved fake sport into a multi-million-dollar entertainment extravaganza. And this was the event which, despite being historic, wasn't actually very good. So, what did go down at WWE's first WrestleMania? Let's find out together, shall we? The wrestling extravaganza of all time. Following your typical cheesy 80s introduction, complete with aching synth rock and terrible pictures of tonight's competitors, Gorilla Monsoon welcomed us to the wrestling extravaganza of all time. Sadly, this wasn't the last awkward turn of phrase we'd hear this evening. Gorilla and broadcast partner Jesse the Body Ventura then handed over to Howard Finkel, who introduced the one and only Mean Gene Okerlund for his rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. Interestingly, neither Gene nor the majority of the MSG crowd seemed to know the words. From Okerlund via Monsoon/Ventura and a bumbling Lord Alfred Hayes, who for all the world looked like he had no idea how he'd ended up there, we were at last sent to pre-recorded comments from our opening combatants. Tito Santana told Okerlund that he had some goals. He never did say what those goals were, only nothing would get in the way of them, not even the executioner. Then, before we had a chance to find out precisely what Tito's goals were, I have to believe becoming a matador wasn't one of them. The executioner himself, Buddy Rose in an awful mask, fumbled his way through a retort in which he gave away his match strategy of attacking Santana's leg. Tito Santana versus the Executioner. I tell you, Gino, WrestleMania has lived up to everything I thought it would be, quipped Jesse Ventura before either man had even locked up in the first ever WrestleMania match. Clearly, The body was...
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.